What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is me, Jello the Casual Card Gamer, and we are finally back with an unboxing video. It's been a dry spell for a bit. I have been taking a bit of a back row approach when it comes to standard lately, just because of how expensive some of the decks are after not being able to get splits. But this just came out today as of recording. It's the Chronojet Stride deck set. Now today I am opening up the regular version, but I do have the premium one also pre-ordered, so I will be bringing that in as well. I went against my my judgment on getting the premium one, but I really wanted to have that set itself as well on top of the regular one. So let's just get straight into opening up this this deck that apparently is blowing through everything basically out of the box. Let's get straight into it. Alright, so just looking at the box very quickly, for anyone who hasn't already seen it, it's actually a pretty sizable box here. Just as reference, I do have the Smokegear deck box here. It is the storage box here. It is actually the same size, which is really nice, which means I get more storage space, which is always really good because constantly have stuff piling up in the back. So let's just get this open. All right, here we go. So the Chronojet Stride deck set. So I have played Chronojet since the beginning. I remember buying GTD 01 and being forced to play with 2 on-hit strides for the first booster set expansion. But this version of Chronojet gets straight to the point, gets straight to the next stage, and gets straight to the I believe Fate Rider Dragon. So let's just open it. So here we go. So inside we get these PVC token looking things. They actually are pretty thick. Let me take it out of the packaging here. So, oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. So these are some pretty thick tokens. You guys can see they pop out actually pretty easily. There we go. And then each one of these has one of these little decals on it to put on the tokens so that you can use them when playing games, which is really nice actually. I'll probably start using these. All right, so put that back, put that away, and here is the deck itself. I don't think that this comes with anything else in the regular version, so yep, it's just a lot of styrofoam. So I don't know. I'm just gonna have to throw that out somewhere and just chuck it out over there. So here we go. Let's get straight into the deck itself. So these are basically designed to work right out of the box. They are $75 retail at my local shop, and thankfully they gave me they did me a solid and gave me a few bucks off. So here we go. All right, the dragon of the hour, of the millennium, lore-wise as well. It is Chronojet Dragon. So a tale from a distant time. The gears of time began rotating with the dragon. So his abilities are the exact same as the original Chronojets, for anyone who didn't already know. So he has Generation Break 2, which means as long the ability is active if you have 2 face-up strides in your G-zone. And when he attacks Vanguard, until end of turn he gets plus 5k, and your opponent cannot call grade 1 or greater cards from hand to Guardian Circle. So that is basically PG restrict. And then second ability, when you stride CB1, choose one of your opponent's rear guards, return it to the bottom deck. Very straightforward for anybody who is already very familiar with Chronojet. So I'm just going to put them over there. As you can see, we got 1 regular version of them and 3 common versions in the base version of this set. Can't wait to open up the rest of it, the premium version. But anyway, we have Smokegear Dragon. So when it's rode upon by a grade 3 with Chronojet in its card name, Soul Blast 1, search your deck for up to 1 grade 3 unit card, reveal it, and put it into your hand and shuffle your deck. So our grade 2 vanilla has a name now. Not a name, but he has an ability now. So there we go. And Gear, the OG AK grade 1 vanilla. When placed by riding from Chronojet, draw a card and you get a Chronojet Dragon Crest. So the Crest is a new little thing that they added to the Stride deck sets in specific. So Chronojet has one, Messiah will have one when it comes out, and basically those are your tickets to being able to Stride, and they lock you into Chronojet and Messiah. So that was kind of Bushy's way of restricting the amount of stupid shenanigans that can go on with striding. So that's Gear. And of course we have Chronodran. When rode upon, if you went second, draw a card. Literally every starter in Standard. So there we go. Next we have Steam Fighter Bali. So GB2, during your turn, if any player's rear guard was put onto the bottom of the deck this turn, he gets plus 10k. And when he's discarded from your hand for the cost of Stride, you may draw a card. So this helps with, well, of course, striding, as well as getting numbers out onto the field if you just so happen to have them on the field. So we get 3 copies of that, 3 copies of Bali. Next, we have Upstream Dragon. So this used to be, I believe, a double R. I forgot what it does. I forgot what it did, but yeah, I believe it was a double R back then. So GB1, when this unit attacks a Vanguard, this unit gets plus 5k until the end of that battle. At the end of that battle, put this card on the bottom of your deck. Search your deck for up to 1 grade 1 card, call it to a back row rear guard circle, and shuffle your deck. Okay, so I believe it did the same thing except the old Upstream. Just correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments, but I believe it called whatever it did as rest. So the applications were a little less, what do you call it? A little more limited. But yeah. There we go. He calls something standing, which is nice. All right, so I'm just going to move that a little bit more. All right, next we have, this is new, Steam Fighter Argandia. So when placed on Guardian Circle Soul Blast 1, this unit gets plus 5k. Gets plus 5k until the end of that battle. If your G-Zone has a face-up card, it gets plus 10k shield instead of plus 5k. All right, so just trademark guard in every trial deck. All right, so we have Steam Maiden Arlim. She makes her return, and she's so pretty. I like her. I love her. The OG PG for Gear Chronicle, and of course we get 4 of her. I'd be pretty pissed if we didn't. Next, we got Steam Breath Dragon, and I swear this version of Steam Breath Dragon, looks so. It makes it look so much bigger. I don't know what I was expecting, but it looks really good. But his ability is, when paying for the cost of Stride, this card may be discarded as a grade 3, just like the old one. And from hand, if you have a Chronojet Dragon Crest, discard this card, search your deck for up to 1 grade 3 with Chronojet in its card name, reveal it, add it to your hand. If you search to your deck, shuffle your deck. Alright, so basically, it's almost the same thing as the original Steam Breath Dragon, except, well, it actually is basically the same thing, except you need to have the Chronojet Dragon Crest out on the field. But with as soon as you ride Gear, you're guaranteed to have that already. So no worries there. And yeah, there we go. And you just you discard it. So I guess that's another thing that you have to watch closely when you're playing, to just make sure that you constantly have the sum of 3 in your hand, so you're able to stride every turn once you're able to. Next is Gear Sero of Magnetic Resonance. Alright, that looks really nice. So during your turn, if any player's rear guard was put on the bottom of their deck this turn, this unit gets plus 5k. And then Generation Break 1, this unit gets Intercept and can intercept from the back row. Next, we have Team Scarlet GG. When this unit is placed on a rear guard, if you have a Chronojet Dragon Crest, Soul Blast 2, draw a card, and if this unit was placed by your card's ability, she gets plus 5k as well. So, same thing, she still draws, as she always has, and she gets power if you have the Chronojet Crest. Alright, so next we move into the triggers. So I believe this is a rainbow. Yes, it's a rainbow. Okay, so we have Galmagia held, of course, for Dark States. We have 4 Lively Breath Dragons. We have 4 Advanced Clock Dragons. Those are our draws. We have 3 Steam Gunner Ilushmas as our fronts, and then 4 Direful Dolls Alexandra. Those are our triggers. Nice rainbow there. And now we go into the strides, the meat of this whole thing. So, Chrono Dragon next stage. Look at that. Look at. There we go. All right. So there we go. So first thing, of course, stride. So discard a grade 3 card with Chronojet in its name from hand and stride this card face down. So Generation Break 2, at the end of the battle that this unit attacked a Vanguard, Counterblast 1, discard 2 cards from hand. Put this unit into your G zone face up. Choose one of your Vanguards with Chronojet and its card name and restand it. So same thing. It's the same thing as all the other next stages. They all do the same thing, attack, and then let you attack with Chronojet after. And yeah, it's really nice that they give you 4 freaking copies in this thing, and the 4th one looks so good. Look at that full art. Holy moly. Oh, chef's kiss. Oh, chef's kiss, Bushiroad. Chef's kiss. So there we go. Those are our 4 next stages. I'm sorry. And next, we have Interdimensional Dragon, Fate Rider Dragon. If I could get this in focus. There we go. Alright, so stride step again. So choose 1 or more cards from your hand with some of their grades being grade 3 or greater and discard them. Okay, so I guess it looks like next stage you have to ultimate stride, basically, where you discard a copy of your Vanguard to be able to stride, because this one just says you need some of grade 3, some of 3 or greater. So when this unit attacks, Counterblast 1 and turn a card from G zone face up and put a rear guard on the bottom of your deck. Search your deck for up to 1 unit with a grade plus 1 of the card put to the bottom of the deck for this cost. Call it to rear, shuffle your deck, and choose one of your units and it gets plus 5k until end of turn for each face-up card in your G zone. So this is a scaling stride, as I like to call any card that gets exponentially stronger the later the game goes, just because of the nature of how often you'll be striding. So each turn, whichever unit you call will be getting even more and more power. So there, that's basically it. This was the OG Time Leap before Time Leap became an actual mechanic. But there we go. We get 4 copies of it, and we got an SP, a TDR of Fate Rider as well. So that is gorgeous. That is beautiful. The fact that we get 2 of these in just the regular version, I would have expected this to, be something that they held for the premium version of this. But shout out to Bushiroad, they aren't pulling any punches on this, so it's really, really nice. All right, so there are 4 of those, and oh, we have another Bali over here. I don't know why we have another Bali over here. Anyway, let me just put that away. Okay, and then the strides can be just like that. All right, so the last thing that we have left to look at is the Chronojet Dragon Crest. So this is what you get once you ride Mazer Gear over here. So its first continuous ability is you can perform stride and cannot ride grade 3s or greater cards without Chronojet in their card name. So this is what I mean by locking the stride mechanic to the stride deck set. So you can only ride Chronojet and be able to activate the stride ability during your turn. Next, the original power of your grade 3 cards with Chronojet become 13. This is just to alleviate the fact that Bushiroad is trying to take the original Chronojet Dragon all the way from the G era, which is still only 11k, and make it not feel as bad coming into standard where everything is 13. So there is the 13k there for anyone who wasn't familiar and was wondering why Chronojet only had 11k. So during your turn, if you have a grade 3 or greater Vanguard with Chronojet in its card name, all of your front row units get plus 5k for each face-up card in your G zone. So again, once you start striding, you are automatically scaling all of the units that you call down onto the field. It's a good thing that we don't have. I don't want to say that we don't have. I feel like there's going to be some kind of restander for restanding rear guard for dark states that can just stand generically on its own. I feel like there already is one. If there is one, just let me know. If there isn't, then tell me what you think would happen if we were able to play it in this deck. Next, at the beginning of your battle phase, choose up to one of your grade 3 or greater rear guards and increase or decrease its grade to 0 until end of turn. So that is for time leaping, I'm assuming. So when we use Fate Rider, we're able to get those grade 3s that are on the field. Like, let's say we have a Bali out on the field and we can't time leap it anymore. So this Crest will bring it down to 0, and then we can start calling grade 1s from the deck after. But anyway, that is it for this video. Before we end it though, I'm just going to show this Chronojet one more time. I actually have to go look for my old Chronojets because I know that I have at least one somewhere. It might be Chronojet G, which I won't be able to use. But this art is so nice already on its own. I can't wait for the premium. I can't wait to open up the premium version. But anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave your comments and suggestions for future and current content down below. We have we have lots of game footage to share with all of you. It's just all V premium. I haven't been playing a lot of standard, like I said. But with this set finally out, I think I'll be playing a lot of standard. Also, by the way, if you guys want to join a fun, safe, and good environment to learn or play Vanguard with other people, check the description of the video. You'll find a link to my Discord there, and yeah. And if fate has it, then we will see each other in a card fight. Anyway, guys, I have been Jello, the Casual Card Gamer. Take care.